Oh. Jesus Christ, you guys get in here so fast. You know, that's how I keep track of how successful I am on YouTube, is the speed in which you motherfuckers roll in. Oh, God, I still got crunchies on my eyes. Hi, everybody. Hi, how are ya? How you doing? 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 Hello. I slept the fuck in today. I was up last night until 4 in the goddamn morning playing this new game. Lightyear Frontier. This is not sponsored, by the way. Lightyear Frontier. You guys seen this game? It's a survival game. You guys seen it? You guys been keeping track of this? Waluigi, what's wrong, baby girl? Dude, it just came out. I think it's both. PC, console, cross-platform, too. You could play with your friends on anything. Bro, I asked you to play that last year. Well, dude, last year, there's no way it could have possibly been good because this is a game preview, and it's not complete. Like, there's many things where it says, like, you build it, and then it's like, more coming soon. And it's a good game, but it's not complete. And it's great, but it's not complete. So I don't know how it could have possibly been good last year. It's a game preview just like Pal Worlds. Yeah, but if it was also a game preview last year, it probably had fuck all. Because I'm playing the game preview right now, and it's got a decent amount of content, but not much. Dirt stock is up? No shot. No shot. No shot, boys. Dirt stock is on the up, boys. The dirt stock is on the up, boys. Your audio is quiet? All right, hold on. So I cranked it up, but question, when I go silent, can you guys hear my air conditioning? Mr. Beans, come here. No? Okay, perfect. So is this good then? Now you can hear me, and it's better, and you can't hear the air conditioning. That's fantastic. Hi, Mr. Beanie Boy. So, today, we've got work to do. We've got to compile links for tonight's episode of Rabbit Hole. And we've got to write a short 8 to 10 minute script for this new series, Valentified History. Or History Valentified. No, Valentified History. So, first thing we got to do is compile these goddamn notes. So, guys, tonight's rabbit hole is going to be about Reagan and how Reagan sold out the nation and pretty much privatized every single industry. The healthcare industry, the prison industry, every manufacturing industry, the automobile industry. Yeah, it's going to be a lot about Reaganomics and trying to explain to people how, like, you know how Trump is doing the tariffs and it's like we're trying to build up American manufacturing? The whole point that I want to do here is not talk about Trump, not talk about the tariffs, but talk about how the reason why this problem exists in the first place, the reason why all of the American manufacturers packed up shop and moved across oceans is because Reagan sort of incentivized them to do that, right? And, we'll talk about Reagan, Make America Great Again. That was Reagan's slogan, and his idea of, a better, stronger 1%, trickle-down Reaganomics. Before we do that, let me please remind you to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It costs you nothing, and it helps me immensely. If you do want to help the channel financially, you could buy some merch, you could become a patron, you could become a member, join the channel. And you could you could use that 40% off discount on Ground News down below. How's everybody doing on this fine Saturday afternoon? How you guys doing? You guys all right? Beans, say hi to Maddie. Stream, say hi to Maddie. Ween, say hi to Maddie. There we go. All right. So, we're going to need to understand what Reaganomics is. So what we're going to do is a two-pronged assault. We're going to pull up the wiki. And we're going to ask ChatGPT. Now, here's the thing, guys. About AI and ChatGPT, OpenAI, Grok, all that shit. These are tools. Humans use tools. Use this tool. Do not allow the tool to use you. If you're going to be using AI for research, there's that little chain logo. You can ask that motherfucker to give you links to prove these sources. You go to the links. You use that as a tool, not as a beacon. What is that from Skyrim? A new hand has touched the beacon. You need more eggs and ground beef? Wait. All right. Let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. My eyes hurt. And my hair hurts from keeping it up so long. Ow. Ow. Alrighty. All right, here you go. Let's do this. So we gotta get a bunch of this stuff compiled for Rabbit Hole, and then we got this new gig that we're making tonight. So Reaganomics, a portmanteau of Reagan and economics, attributed to Paul Harvey, or Reaganism, were the neoliberal. See, this is why I say all the time, guys, neoliberalism is to blame for the past 60 years of bullshit. Were the neoliberal economic policies promoted by U.S. President Ronald Reagan during the 1980s. These policies focused mainly on supply-side economics. Jack, ban anybody who brings up weird shit about children. I'm okay with bullying. I'm okay. Like, you could bully me. You can fucking love Trump. You could do whatever. But I don't fuck around. I don't find it funny when it comes to, like, children. None of that is going to go through. Permaban. Oh, that's Ghislaine Maxwell. Permaban that bitch. I don't fuck around when it comes to that shit. That ain't funny to me. All right? These policies focused mainly on supply-side economics. However, opponents, including some Republicans, characterized them as trickle-down economics or voodoo economics, while Reagan and his advocates preferred to call it free market economics. Now, get rid of Chandler. Permaban. I don't fuck with that shit. Permaban Bill Cosby. See, this is so strange to me. I don't understand how, maybe they're children themselves, I guess. I don't understand how full-grown adults can devolve to that point. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong in that? You guys, I can't comprehend that. I can't comprehend it. Anyway, Anyway. Oh, so I think this guy has like 20 different accounts. Ban Will Smith. I think this guy... Oh, wait, never mind. Will Smith is joking, I think. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know anymore. Why are all men on the left so feminine? You think I'm feminine? What about me is feminine, bro? Is my hair being long feminine to you? The fact that I haven't cut my hair somehow is feminine? Because, like, you can just cut hair. I don't understand that. Can you explain that to me? You give pedo vibes, dude. Why do these people bring up children all the time? Fucking ban that guy. Why are you so obsessed with children? I don't know. I think we're getting like bot rated. Why all the fake accounts? I don't have no idea. I have no idea. Every accusation is projection. No, every accusation is a fucking confession. Hey, you see this? We're being raided by like multiple different bot accounts. This is remarkable. I'm curious though, are you a real person or are these like bot accounts? Because if you're a real person, this is very insane. Like mentally insane. If these are bots, it's also insane, but at least it doesn't take up your time. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Luigi. These guys are bots. Yeah, I know. Jack, good luck. Try banning all the bots. Yeah, I know vaping is lame. I'm aware. It's very lame. It's very, very lame. Someone from yesterday must have been insanely triggered to do this. Probably, what's his name? Favreau. I wouldn't be surprised. I'll ban the annoying, actual, disrespectful ones. If you get the thought that, I mean, we can tell right now that what's going on is somebody has an account where they have multiple accounts of different celebrity names. I mean, if somebody comes in and says some weird shit, you can just immediately assume that's a bot. Ugh. What's good, JL? That's true. That's true. But also, just a rule of thumb, guys. You can joke all you want. If you bring up, like, some weird thing about children, I'm gonna ban you immediately. That's just fucking weird, and I don't abide by it. Anyway. You can fucking bully me, you can make fun of me, you can support Donald Trump, you can call me a loser for vaping. All these things are fine. None of that weird shit. None of that weird shit. None of that weird shit. Or if you're to spread any form of religion, no, you can talk about your religion, Jack. It's trying to convert people that I don't abide by. That, like, this is not a fucking summer camp, you know? You know what I'm saying? Sub for that one. Thank you, Skiz. I appreciate that. Oh. Anyway. These policies focused mainly on supply-side economics. However, opponents, including some Republicans, characterized them as trickle-down economics or voodoo economics. We're going to get that link up and running, too. I am not a communist. JL, if that's you in the profile picture... Oh, wait, that's a human baby. That can't possibly be you. I don't know what is happening. The pillars of Reagan's economic policy included increasing defense spending, balancing the federal budget, and slowing the growth of government spending, reducing the federal income tax and capital gains tax, reducing government regulation, and tightening the money supply in order to reduce inflation. The results of Reaganomics are still debated. Supporters point to the end of stagflation, stronger GDP growth, and an entrepreneurial revolution in the decades that followed. Critics point to the widening income gap, what they described as an atmosphere of greed, reduced economic mobility, declining real median wages, and the national debt tripling in 8 years, which ultimately reversed the post-World War II trend of a shrinking national debt as percentage of GDP. That's crazy. The bot's trying to get on the videos. I'm not even recording. Are you a Marxist or a communist? I'm neither of those things. I'm a democratic socialist. Oh, if this research for fun or for work, it's for work. It's always work. I work and I work and I work and I work. Julian thinks anyone who disagrees with them is a commie. Oh, well, I mean, there's a lot of communists out there, but is it fun? Yes, of course, dude. I get immense emotional satisfaction out of consuming history and politics. It's like, to me, I don't know. One of the ways that I operate is like I'm playing a survival game. I know that's fucking demented, but like I wish I could see a hunger dial, you know, and a thirst dial. It would make life easier, in my opinion. But I consider myself the great consumer. Now, fuck you with the fat jokes, but I like to consume as much information as I can, because 20, 30 years down the line, I want to be able to fucking dominate intellectually. Dominate. Anyway. So we've got trickle-down economics here too, which does not fucking work. We've talked about this. Trickle-down economics, also known as the horse and sparrow theory, is a pejorative term for government economic policies deemed by opponents to disproportionately favor the upper tier of the economic spectrum. You know what's funny about this is that this is no longer relevant. If you guys are here a lot, you can attest to the fact that there's a lot of MAGA Trump supporters who no longer say, like, this isn't trickle-down economics, you're being overdramatic. They just say that trickle-down economics works and it's good. So the whole, like, deemed by opponents thing doesn't even matter anymore, because if you're here a lot, you've seen people who are dead ass like, nah, bro, trickle-down economics is good. We need it. Have you guys not seen this? I've been seeing this because I go live all the time. Like, they unironically have gotten rid of the whole idea of, like, it being an insult. It's no longer an insult to them. You're almost as bad as Trump if what you said is true. I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. You think we should minimize harm to animals? Yeah. Anyway. These opponents reject the notion that spending by this elite group would trickle down to those who are less fortunate and lead to economic growth that will eventually benefit the economy as a whole. According to Australian economist Heinz Arndt, Australian, you say? Heinz Arndt? Australian, you say? Heinz Wolfgang Arndt was a German-born Australian economist. Motherfucker, don't tell me this guy was... When was he born? 1915. In Breslau. Dude, I like how easy it is to clock these motherfuckers. Dude, it's so easy to clock these people. Let's see, where were you? Where were you in between 1930 and 1945, motherfucker? Arndt gained 2 degrees at Oxford and taught at the London School of Economics and University of Manchester before settling in Australia in 1946. Hold on, comrade. Where is the rest of the time period? Bibliography. Give me your life. That's it? So you were born in 1915, brother. Hold on a second, Heinz. Hold on a second, Heinz. So you're telling me you were born in 1915, which would make you perfect military age for World War II. And we've got, hey, he was born in 1915, and then 1946, he moved to Australia. Where's the rest? Where's the meat and potatoes? Oh, yeah, he died in a car crash? Oh, yeah, I bet. At which he was to deliver a eulogy. Brother, was this guy taken out by Mossad? Did we just discover some crazy shit? She was actually Australian, right? Oh, him, sorry. He was actually Australian. Huh. This is crazy. We just discovered some whack-ass shit. Who the fuck is Heinz Arndt? Heinz Wolfgang Arndt. I have no proof of this, but I think this guy was a Nazi. Right? Okay. What was he doing between 1930 and 1945? He studied economics in Germany, but as a Jew... Oh, he was Jewish. Oh, I feel terrible now. Eesh! Oh! I take it all back! I take it all back! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoops. Whoopsie. Back to Reaganomics. Anyway. According to the Australian economist Heinz Arndt, use of the term has been criticized on the grounds that no mainstream economist or major political party advocates the trickle-down theory. Uh-oh. Whoops. Whoopsie boopsie. Hey, I did say I had no evidence, okay? I said this. Jeepers creepers, Chris. Remember that time you accused a Jewish guy of being a Nazi? Well, I'm capable of admitting when I was not correct. I can do that. The timeline was sus. Well, that's the thing about Operation Paperclip. That's the thing. You'll find some guy with a... Well, the thing is, if he was paperclipped, right? Realistically, if he was paperclipped, his name wouldn't have been Heinz Arndt. It would have been like... I don't know. Fucking... What's it like a stereotypical Australian name? Like Joey... Balgan. Joey Baller. Joey Baller. Joey Baller. It's Joey Baller. That's Joey Baller. Right. Yeah, cunt. Joey Barbie. Yeah, Joey Barbie. Joseph Barbie. Yeah, there it is. Joseph Barbie. Joey.
He was, in fact, not a Nazi. Crikey. You got some amazing accents, cunt. Yeah, right, yeah.
All right, so I'm trying to compile links for this. We got to come up with a plan for this. So the plan, I'm thinking, we're talking about, you know, the time period of the 80s, the privatization of these different industries. I'm gonna, hold on. Bring me up here. Excuse me. So, Reagan implemented significant tax reductions. Economic Recovery Tax Act of 1981, which decreased the top marginal income tax rate from 70% to 50%. Okay. Let's copy and paste that. I need that. So the 1981 Economic Recovery Tax Act, also known as ERTA, also known as the Kemp-Roth tax cut, was a major tax cut designed to stimulate economic growth. It significantly reduced individual income tax rates, lowered the top marginal tax rate from 70% to 50%, and introduced the Accelerated Cost Recovery System, ACRS, to encourage investment. Now listen, guys, that meant fucking gibberish to me, right? I am a history guy. I also am a dipshit and just a YouTuber. Don't think I'm a Genie Bobini, but like, that was fucking garble, right? That was garble, right? That's garble. I got an idea here. Watch this. Check this out. Let me show you how to make things easier for you. You ready for this? We're going to copy and paste this. I'm going to put this in quotes. And I'm going to say to the robot, I'm going to say, can you dumb this shit down for me like I'm a 7th grade moron? Thanks, babe. That's fucking whack. That's so fucking whack. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh, that's insane. I didn't think it would do that. Malenti, that's fucking whack. Malent, you just missed it. I look what I asked the thing. I said, quote,
the 1981 Economic Recovery Tax Act, also known as the Kemp-Roth tax cut, was a major tax cut designed to stimulate economic growth. It significantly reduced individual income tax rates, lowered the top marginal tax rate from 70% to 50%, and introduced the Accelerated Cost Recovery System to encourage investment. End quote.
Can you dumb this shit down for me like I'm a 7th grade moron? Thanks, babe.
Haha, I got you, babe.
Here's the 7th grade version of that.
That's whack. That's wild. All right.
The 1981 Economic Recovery Tax Act, also known as the Kemp-Roth tax cut, was a big move by the U.S. government to help the economy get better. Here's what it did in simple terms. Cut income taxes. People didn't have to give as much of their money to the government. That means more money in their pockets. Helped rich people a lot. The highest tax rate rich people paid went down from 70% to 50%. Made it easier for businesses to invest. A new rule called ACRS, but no one cares about the name really. That's fucked. Let businesses save money when they bought stuff like machines or buildings. This was supposed to get them to spend more and grow faster. Basically, let people and businesses keep more of their money so they'll spend it and help the economy grow.
ChatGPT is a capitalistic sleeper agent? Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. It's owned by fucking OpenAI. Ugh. Crazy. I gotta fill up my fucking cup of coffee soon. Hi, how you doing, Ralph Perry? If you hit the reason button, the fuck does that mean? It'll think? These things don't think, motherfucker. They compute. You are going to bring about the demise of our species if you keep that sort of talk up. Jack, throw him in the brig for 60 seconds. Throw him in the brig for Luigi, it's okay. It's not okay anymore. It's not okay. Waluigi! Come here, you fucking rat dog. Weenie! Come here, mama. Come here. Goddamn fucking dog. She don't listen to nobody but herself. She don't listen to nobody. Likiri. Fucking Christ, bro. Yo, don't jokingly try to train your dog in other languages when they're young, because then they only listen to other languages. Do hayras! Kommer till Hilfelaus, Aktun!
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Anyway. Malentoid. I'm making some links for tonight's rabbit hole, which is going to be about Reaganomics and the privatization of industries. So, we're going to start with Roland Reagan. We're going to have him on the wiki. Bang. Roland Reagan. Reaganomics. Trickle-down economics. And then I want to talk about the privatization of industry. Private equity, Robert Reich. I'll look it up. What do we got? Breaking news here. Trump administration is reported to have recently ordered scientists at the NIH to study, quote, regret and detransition among children and adults who have transitioned. He's a fucking dipshit. More data isn't bad, manipulating data is. When you ask people to look for specific data like that, like that's the definition of bias. You know what I mean? If you're like, hey, you could say, hey, I want to do research into how trans people feel after they transition. That's one thing. But if you tell them, I need you to compile data about regret and people, that is like you are trying to skew the data.
If you don't want to make America great again, why the fuck are you in America? Go live in communist COVID China. Hell fucking yeah, brother. Hell fucking yeah. Let me tell you something. Let's see if we can. Let me tell you something, brother. If there's one thing I can agree on, Paul Salsi, and I'm sure you can agree, it's that we should be taking money from the goddamn rich, right? Giving it back to the American people, right, brother? Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Paul, you want to take money from the rich, give it back to the American people, brother? Yeah, brother. Right, brother? Come on, brother. I know you're on board with that. Come on, Paul. Hell yeah, Paul. Come on, Paul. You agree, Paul? We'll all be the same soon. Hell yeah, brother. Come on, brother. Hell yeah, brother. I'm talking about we take this beautiful constitutional republic that we have, right, which is embedded and rooted within democracy. Fuck yeah, freedom, America first. And we take that democracy, yeah, and we give it to we, the motherfucking people. Because we, the people, this is our house. That's my house. When I see the White House, I say that's my house. And we give democracy to the people, and the people are the workers. The people are the workforce, brother. Hell fucking yeah, brother. So we bring that freedom, that democracy, and we put the democracy in the workforce. We democratize the fucking workforce. Because these suit and tie wearing fucking pencil pushers, they got soft hands, brother. You know what I'm saying? They got soft hands. They don't know what it's like working 46 hours a goddamn day in the goddamn coal mines, walking uphill to work there and back. They don't understand. We gotta bring the democracy to the workforce. Democratize the motherfucking workforce. You stand with me, brother? Make America great again. You stand with me, brother? Hell fucking yeah. You stand with me, my brothers? My brothers? Hell yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, brother. I didn't mean to burp in your fucking ear.
So, in the post-World War II era, let me pull this up for you. And don't worry, we're going to pull up the sources for it too, you fucking rats. We just got $10 from Gecko. Asking this again, have you considered opening a fan Discord for us to chat amongst ourselves? Also, I finally took up your advice to work out, got a gym membership, and I'm immensely sore. Love you, Chris. Thanks, Gecko. I'm glad you're working out. I used to have a Discord. I don't know if it's still up and running, but that's something I could put Jack up to. Jack, if you want to make some side money, you could set up a new Discord for the whole gang and kind of operate it. I'll give you some bread for that if you want to do that. That would be useful. Even Avi would appreciate that. Oh. Do you guys want to hear something incredible? Valenti Media LLC is now a business. You are looking at a small business owner. What flavor is that douche flute? It is
Pink lemonade Mintio.
Petit bourgeois.
Yeah, well, the thing is, when I say I own a small business, it's just like the paperwork, you know. I don't have any office. This is my office. Anyway. So. And don't worry, we're not going to use this. We're going to use the sources at the bottom. So. U.S. during this, so this is the post-World War II era, and we've talked about the era leading up to World War II, you know, with FDR and the massive increase in wartime production, you know, the Lend-Lease Act, all of these things. The U.S. manufacturing fucking boomed before and during World War II. And that's when we learned that, you know, you can make a fuckload of money when other nations are at war, and even more money when your nation is in a war that you are absolutely going to win. The Americans were the only reason why we were willing to fucking join the war at that point was because we were very convinced we were going to fucking win. And also, that's the thing that America does. Every single time we go to war, we are very convinced we're going to win, even if we don't. So in the post-World War II era, U.S. manufacturing was mostly domestic. The economy was booming, and most companies produced goods within the country. So in the 1970s, you start to see the early signs of like privatization and the shipping of these manufacturers overseas. Global competition begins. As other countries improved their industrial capabilities, U.S. companies started to see cheaper labor and production costs overseas. Now, why is that? That's because in America, you know, this is the land of the free, the home of the brave. There's a reason why people started coming all over, no diddy. There's a reason why people started coming to the United States, and it's because their nations had shit wages. Their nations had shit hours, shit laws. People wanted to come here for a better life. Rising costs at home. Wages and production costs began to rise in the U.S., making overseas manufacturing more attractive. Technological and communication advances. Improvements in transportation and communication started to reduce the costs and difficulties of managing operations abroad. Acceleration in the 1980s. Globalization and trade policies. Changes in trade policies, deregulation. This is all Reagan, okay? This is all Reagan. Changes in trade policies, deregulation, and a more global market allowed companies to easily move parts of their production overseas. Economic policies. Economic shifts and policies like those seen with Reaganomics helped companies consider international opportunities as part of their strategy to cut costs and increase competitiveness. Business strategy shift. More companies began outsourcing production, sometimes even entire manufacturing processes, to countries where labor was cheaper. 1990s and beyond. Trade agreements. Deals such as NAFTA and other international trade agreements helped further reduce barriers, making it even easier for U.S. companies to offload manufacturing abroad. Integrated global supply chains. By this time, many companies had set up global supply chains, meaning parts and products were built in multiple countries before arriving on American shelves. In summary, while U.S. companies have always looked for the most effective ways to produce their goods, the large-scale movement of manufacturing overseas really started to take shape in the 1970s and gained significant momentum through the 80s and the 1990s. The shift was driven by increasing global competition, rising domestic costs, policy changes, and advances in technology and communication. All very, very interesting. It's been 2 weeks since I seen you last, and I can't believe you're still here. Hi, Mike. How you doing? Oh, there are hundreds of child victims that are here with us tonight. Please let me introduce you. Abusers. What is this? Just ban this guy. What the fuck is this? What a fucking loser. What the fuck was that? I did that. Don't thank mods. I fucking did that. Thank the king. That was the weirdest shit I've seen yet as a streamer. That was the weirdest shit I've seen yet as a fucking streamer. What do you say? He was just like listing names of people who have been assaulted by Islamamen. That's what he called them. Islamamen, which is just like a dehumanizing term for Islamic people. That's cringe. It's just like, how entitled do you have to be to think you could just spam, copy and pasted paragraphs repeatedly? And then the thing is, this guy will probably be like, see, if you mentioned the way that Islamamen are treating people, you just get fucking banned. See, and then we've got this. This is what I don't understand. Who the fuck has the time to do shit like this, bro? These are such fucking losers. These are bots, I think. Actual fucking no lives. I mean, if they're not bots, then these are definitely the bottom of the barrel scum in this planet. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking. This is why we do what we do. There are like actual fucking evil, weird, Nazi-like people. And they are here. They never left. Are you talking to me? No, I'm not talking to you, Mike. It's demented. I'm gonna fill up my coffee in a bit. All right. So what do we got? We've got, starting with Reagan, or no, we're going to start with the 70s, I believe. That would probably be the best way to start this. No, dude, you are the professor. You are the genius. You are the one that spent $100,000 of your own money for college taking the advice of an idiot who has never left school. Brother, I don't even know what I said to you. I don't even know what I said to you, brother. Dude, this guy has like 10 different accounts. What a fucking loser. Oh my god. I wonder what happened. Maybe overnight they realized that I was like, I don't know, clowning them on TikTok. And now they're like in full swing. So I'm talking to customers. Don't worry about it, Jack. I'm in full-on ban hammer mode right now. Customers? Yeah, Jack's dead ass at work, bro. Dead ass. Chris can moderate? No, it's very hard with this many fucking people, man. See what I'm saying? Dude, this guy's got like 5 or 6 different accounts. not talking about today. I'm talking about listening to your podcast for the past 2 months. Okay, so hit me up. Tell me something. What's your problem? What'd I say? I have a GED equivalent. A GED equivalent. I am more street smart than your college degree. Means nothing. Okay, copy that, brother. Be proud that you have this many haters. You collect enough of them, you could use them as ladders to get that bread. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, I say all the time, judge me by my fucking enemies. I say it all the time. Shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting the racists and the Nazis. The unfortunate reality is that a lot of those racists and Nazis are American citizens. Unfortunate reality, brother.
Get a haircut and get a real job.
Mike, what is your problem with me, brother? You do know that, like, like Ben Shapiro doesn't have a real job. This is like he does the same fucking thing.
You got soft hands, brother. You got soft hands.
He's better at it than you. Yeah, dude, he's been doing it for like 20 years, and I think he gets like millions of dollars of funding from the GOP. I'm gonna get a fresh cup of coffee. Dude, how many accounts does this guy have? This is actually insane. Oh, okay. They just keep coming, Chris? Yeah, I don't know what to do about it. Let me see. GOP is not MAGA. It is entirely owned by MAGA. I think this is an actual like robot doing this, by the way. I have one account. Why did you run away? Brother, I didn't run away. I went to go get more coffee. See, this is insane. How do I do this? Oh, I can add a goal. What? That? Do you guys have a Discord? No, not yet. Jack is going to be setting that up, though. Also, I know we're losing frames a little bit. You seem nervous. Why is that? No, I just haven't eaten. I have a lot of coffee. I'm also trying to figure out how to moderate chat. Like how to add like filters. You know what I mean? And I have no idea how to do that on YouTube. I know CCOT. Yes, I know what CCOT is, brother. I'm well aware. Most of the people here are probably aware of what it is. We've covered it. There we go. I'm adding in some blocked words. That'll do. Okay. Jack, I just added in a whole bunch of blocked words. Hopefully that immediately goes into effect. I don't know if I have to like end the stream and pull it back. But the words that we just put in should prevent that problem from happening again. Mike, we are not talking about you, Mike. You said you were 60 years old. You haven't been paying attention. There has been 15 to 20 bot accounts that are spamming weird sexual things about children. It has nothing to do with you, Mike. It is not you, my brother. Guys, don't bully Mike. He's a 60-year-old man. Are you going to cut me off? No, Mike. No, I'm not going to cut you off. All right, so now that we've dealt with that problem, Mike, what is your problem with me? Because seemingly you have a problem with me. As an American citizen, please give me the respect and answer my question. First of all, I don't know what your question is. Second of all, I don't respect American citizens more than other people. I respect all people equally except for bigoted xenophobes. But what was your question, Mike? Oh, Jesus Christ. See, Mike, that's what I'm talking about. Fucking insane. It's absolutely insane. You see what I'm saying? There's no way to do anything about it because these people actually have nothing to do. And they have like 40 to 50 different accounts. I do think these are actual robots. I don't see Mike's question. No, I can't see anything. Because it's just clouded with this bot. Toggle it to top chat. There. It shouldn't show up now that I've got it on top chat. Chris, you could barely see chat in top chat. Yeah, I know. But I don't think we'll have to deal with that anymore. I think it's shocking someone put so much time to see a bot specifically harass your chat. Well, it goes to show you, and I've said this before, we are dealing with fascists. If you are even slightly a dissident of the Fuhrer, if you do not support the fucking Fuhrer, his little rat followers will do everything they possibly can to silence you, to prevent people from hearing your voice. This is it. It's remarkable. But sad, really? Yeah, no, it is sad, too. I don't even know if there's anything you can do about that. Because they're using a bot, they're using an AI to create all of these different accounts, like, immediately. This is somebody who's actually, like, dedicated a lot of time into this operation. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You're using a literal bot. Got an idea. Is there a way to turn chat into emote only? Perhaps there is. There's got to be a way to do that. Advanced settings. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, there we go. Members only. Bang. Bang. Members only mode. Now, if this guy wants to say something, he's got to fucking pay me first. Then, go ahead. You'll still get banned, but go ahead, pay me first. Yeah, we can see you, Jack. All right. There we go. That'll fix it. Listen, sorry, guys. This is just another example of Nazis and racists ruining everything for everybody. But from now on, only mods and members can use the chat until I figure out a way to deal with that in the future. So, if you do want to become a chatter, all you got to do is become a member to the channel for $5. Luigi, shush. Delphinian just became a loyalist. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome to the chat. How are you? Welcome. Luigi! Enough! Yeah, that was absolutely fucked. Are super chats still sendable? I'm not sure. Perhaps. Somebody's got to try it. Okay. Back to work. Losing frames there. My apologies. All right, so Reaganomics, trickle-down economics, the Economic Tax Recovery Act. Valentiverse is the server name for the Discord? Yeah. All right. So the whole point of this is we got to tie how Reagan's policies led to Trump putting tariffs on all these different nations to try and undo everything that Reagan did. So we'll start with the tax cuts to the rich. Yeah, FDR went fucking hard in the paint. 94% tax rate. Jesus Christ. And then things start plummeting down right after Reagan. Would include the Bushes and their influence? We might. We'll try to find a way. American manufacturers overseas. Let's see. Reagan's economic strategy focused on trickle-down economics. Cutting taxes for individuals and businesses was supposed to stimulate growth. While these taxes helped stimulate domestic investment, they also made it more attractive for companies to see lower production costs abroad, where expenses like wages and benefits were less. Deregulation. What is this? Companies can more easily restructure their operations, including shifting production to countries with lower operating costs. Mix of tax cuts, deregulation, helped create an environment where it became economically attractive for American companies to reduce the cost by manufacturing abroad. This contributed to the gradual shift for some manufacturing across the U.S. Okay. Why isn't this fucking link working? I am going to test, Jack, I'm going to test putting the chat back to what it was and see if that guy comes back. Because if he does, then we'll keep it on this for now. Because if he does, then I got to talk to Avi and try to figure out how to fix that. See how quick it happens. Oh. Can't find the member subscription button. You can click join down below. I don't know if it's actually available on phone, but listen, you'll see. You may lose all your speaking privileges depending on if the fucking freaks come back. It's the bottom right dollar button. Oh. Yeah, welcome back, freeloaders. Chris really out here suffering from success. Yeah, I know, dude. Judge me by my enemies. Judge me by my fucking enemies. All I got is super chat option. Yeah, may not be available on phone. It should just say join. Matt, I don't even know if you can call that guy MAGA rat. That was a completely different type of rat. It wasn't even MAGA. That was just somebody who was like actually dangerous. That was like a genuinely dangerous person. Reagan removed price control on oil and gas, reduced restrictions on the financial service industries, relaxed enforcement of the Clean Air Act. Okay, let's see. Beans. Bless you, beans. You're a pig for what? Burping? Sorry, brother. My apologies, brother. Whoopsie bo boopsie. Okay. There we go. There we go. And so it begins again. See, folks, this is what I mean about ruining everything for you. Are these people? No, but this is what I mean. This is why I'm going to have to put it to members-only chat. That guy's going to be back. Who just banned is going to come back immediately with a new account. We've already banned him, I think, 20-plus times. At least 20 times we've banned this guy already. Watch, he'll be back, guaranteed. New account immediately, using a bot to make a new one, using an AI. Guaranteed. See, there he is. Told you. He's using an AI to create a new account, new email address immediately. Come right back. It is the most demented shit you could imagine. It's insane. Watch, there'll be a third one. We just banned that one. There'll be a third one in a second. It's remarkable. I don't know what to do about that. And this, you have to note that what is this for? This is because I don't support Donald Trump. Just ban them and don't mention them. Beelzebub, you don't understand. I can't possibly ban this many accounts in time. Neither can Jack. Neither can my brother. I cannot stream and ban this many accounts. It's not possible. See, he's back. Need an army of mods, homie? Yeah, at this point. At this point, yes. No, that's just a dumbass. Oh. All right. I don't got the money to keep paying more mods, DJ. Happy birthday, Malachi. Excuse me. Jeez Louise. Gecko loves censorship. Joseph, you just got here, brother. You have not seen the messages that we're talking about. I'm assuming you're MAGA, and that's probably why you're like here. There's one right there. Go ahead and read that. Tell me, just go ahead. Tell me that that's not ban-worthy. Maybe you didn't get a chance to read it because Jack is quick like that. But we've got like an actual bot account recreating emails. All right, so we're going to need to see All right, so we start off with Reagan's tax cuts.
Just another step of tyranny.
Deregulation. Jack needs a pay raise, Mr. V. Don't worry, he'll get a bonus for this. All right, we got NAFTA. I'm going to pull up NAFTA. Oh, there he is. He's back. Welcome back, brother. Appreciate you right now, Jack. You're doing God's work. AI should really only be used in scientific applications. In the hands of the public, it's inherently evil, in my opinion. Well, I mean, I think that AI is just like any other tool. You know, it's up to humans to use AI, but not to allow the tool to use them, you know. But also, for the people who are just watching and they're not, like, you know, in the chat, take note of the lengths that, or like who these people, this is MAGA. Those, like, that guy guaranteed is MAGA. There he is again. See, he's back. This is what MAGA is. So you have to choose whether or not you want to stand shoulder to shoulder with people like this, okay? Because this represents them. Same thing with the Ku Klux Klan, neo-Nazis, Proud Boys, right? You have to choose whether you want to stand beside them or not. That's it. Familiar with the Carmelo Anthony case? I'm not. Isn't that a fucking basketball player or a football player? What's the topic of the day? We're doing research on how Ronald Reagan shipped American manufacturers overseas, and now, like, Trump is trying to undo everything. Or he's trying to undo the fuck up of neoliberalism. Ban. And then these people go, dude, fucking censorship, man. They're attacking freedom of speech, man. They fucking banned me for fucking spamming the exact same paragraph over and over and over and over again. Welcome back, Jack. Welcome back. Explain, bud. Explain what? I just said welcome back. That's all I said to you. There he is again. He's back. Why do you get money from the CCP? What do you mean, bro? When you say I get money from the CCP, are you talking about me getting paid by TikTok? Is that what you mean? Like the money I make off of TikTok? Is that what you're talking about? No, the CCP gives you money to your bank account offshore when we found it. Oh, okay, so you're trolling. Copy that. Copy that, brother. What I mean is that you get money for the DNC and the DNC gets money from China. Yeah, dude, you're either trolling or you're mentally disabled. There's like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't get paid by the DNC or the Chinese. Your friends do. Who are my friends, brother? Dean, Harry. You think I'm friends with those people? You actually think I'm like friends with Dean Withers and Harry Sasson and all those people? Because maybe they got paid by the DNC. I wasn't even at the fucking DNC, and I'm not friends with those people. Those people are liberals and I'm a leftist. No, Hassan does not get paid by the DNC. DNC fucking hates Hassan. Look at that hair. It's Chinese. Yeah, I got this imported from Shanghai. Come on, Jack. Get to work. What's the topic today? Reaganomics. Child abuse. Get Emma to shut the fuck up. See, Gecko, it doesn't matter. They'll be back. Doesn't matter. I was helping a customer. I was trying to be quick. No worries. I might just put it back to members only. See what I mean? This guy's got actually hundreds of accounts. All right, we're going to put it back to members only chat. It's the only way to fix this. All right, guys. If you want to comment, you got to become a member. Sorry. This is what happens when MAGA Nazis ruin everything for everybody. This is what happens. Guy's a real hard-on for you? Brother, I don't think that's a real human being. Genuinely. I really don't. Alright, so let me get a comprehensive plan here. I'm going to talk about Ronald Reagan, Reaganomics, how he shipped everything overseas. What are Reaganomics? Focus mainly on supply side. Let me get this up so you guys can see it. Talk about trickle-down economics, major tax cuts for the rich. Shipping started moving over to China, India, Southeast Asia. The AI is powerful, but that's not what he's using in one of his messages. Whatever. Excuse me. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set it back. I just contacted my guy at YouTube. Jack, try to get screenshots of the stuff that this guy is saying before you ban him. And then send those to me, and we're going to get his IP perma-banned on YouTube. So I'm going to set it back. Avi! All right, you ready? We're going to set it back to normal. Prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourself.
You can see all messages even after the ban. Perfect, Jack. Take screenshots of those, please. Luigi, shush. Welcome back, freeloaders. Welcome back. Luigi, shush. Luigi, come here. Let me go grab her. Also going to get another cup of coffee. Jack, keep your ban hammer ready. Get another cup of coffee. Luigi, shush.
Oh.
Luigi, shush. Sorry, Chris, I would be a member to support the channel, but becoming a member doesn't pay the bills. Totally fair, late Shay. I do not blame you. Stupid phone has no join button. I know, it's remarkable. It is remarkable. I do not support Trump. What is the topic? The topic is Reaganomics and offshoring. Let's see. Community. Oh, I see. YouTube Studio. Settings. Getting his IP banned? Indeedly. There we go. That, I think, should fix it. That should fix it for now. Okay. I think that'll fix it. We can only hope. Indeed. Indeed, we can only hope. Okay, offshoring. Why do MAGA Nazis hate you so much? Because they know I actually have like a really good way of converting people back to normal. Okay. %73% of the Fortune 500 largest corporations in the U.S. offshore their subsidiaries. It's fucking incredible. Why is Trump on your mind so much? He is your dad? No, Trump is the president of the United States, and I live in the United States. And he's seemingly been trying to pass executive orders where he's like acting like they're mandates from God. So yeah, it's kind of important. I'm also a political commentator, and he's the leader of the strongest nation on planet Earth. So he was saved by God. Well, I mean, listen, if you believe that God interferes with everything, God has a hand on everything, then sure. Your opinion, he was saved by God. He was appointed by God to... What? Explain what you mean, Jack. How was he appointed by God? Explain how Trump was appointed by God. Well, we know it works now, Chris. As of now. Trump saw the terrible wickedness of America communist Dems, so he saved the country. All right, I know that like Jack has been here for a couple days, but I'm starting to get more and more convinced that he's a troll. Like a very dedicated troll. That's what I'm starting to think. Ever worked a day in your life? Nope, not one. That's a joke, by the way. It's biblical, though, bro. I believe this. Yeah, dude, I forgot. It said in the Bible that that God would send Donald Trump to save America. I forgot it said that. Whoopsie bo boopsie. Yeah, I was appointed by God. I myself. If I didn't believe this, I would not have a MAGA flag in my truck. Yeah, this guy's trolling. All right, time to put together a comprehensive plan here. Okay? So we're going to start off, I think, with the post-World War II era. Post-World War II. Post-World War II U.S. economy. Booms. Wartime production. Arms race. Space race. going to move into the 70s. Number 3. Well, we've got Reagan, 80s. James Cox just gifted 5 Valenti Videos memberships. Gabriel got a membership. Nicholas Smith got a membership. Draw got a membership. Prophet got a membership. Kitty Coma got a membership. Fuck yeah, and thank you very much, James Cox. Let's get some W. James in the chat. W. James, thank you, James. Appreciate you, James. Really do appreciate you, brother. Thank you. 80s, Reagan, tax cuts for the wealthy, offshoring, Asian manufacturing. End of stagflation. All right, so temporary fix to a long-term problem. Band-aid on a bullet wound. This is like a cult. You got loyalists too. I think you might be a cult leader. Brother, that's the irony. That's I named that membership a loyalist because of Trump. Because Trump says that he has loyalists and he surrounds himself with loyalists. If you are capable of calling this a cult and not calling MAGA a cult, the irony is going right above your head. That's the joke. Brother, that's the joke. That's the whole bit. You are looking at the fucking bit and going, damn, that's not a bit. That's the bit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, guys, by the way, if you want to support the channel financially, you could buy some of this dope-ass merch. Well, Trump the president, so it's different. Yeah, he has a wider reach than me. That's the difference. His cult can grow across all 50 states. Yeah. Watch the Robert Reich video? No, I didn't. Send me the fucking link if you have it, Mullen. I'm trying to put together the timeline here. This is what we've got. It's on Twitter. You're driving? Okay. Post-World War II economy booms. Wartime production escalates. Arms race. Space race. Once we get into the 70s, other countries begin to ramp up their production. Free trade and globalism starts to begin. In the 80s, Reagan takes over. He passes these massive tax cuts for the wealthy. Same thing with business owners. I'm going to get a few federal agents to keep an eye on you. What the fuck? Jack, A, what does that mean? And B, I'm genuinely curious. You and I haven't really had that many, terrible interactions. Why are you riddled with so much hatred for me? What have I done that makes you so triggered? I don't understand. And also, it wouldn't be the first time I've had federal agents on me, brother. Go ahead, get in line. Get in fucking line. You're pushing cultish beliefs. That ends bad. Please tell me one cultish belief, cult-like belief that I am pushing. One, Jack. Tell me one cult-like belief that I am pushing. One. One, dude. Please. Come on, Jack. Be brave. Be brave, Jack. Loyalists. Okay, well, that proves my fucking point. Okay. I mean, when we move into the 90s, I think that's when we start. Oh, deregulation is a big thing. NAFTA. Do you think Kamala was a better choice? I did, yes. But I don't think she was a good choice. I think she was a better choice than Trump, but I still think she was a dog shit candidate. It's like choosing between a shit sandwich or a glass of piss, you know? What is NAFTA? The North American Free Trade Alliance. Also, they can't criticize you, they get banned. Jack, you've been criticizing me for like 4 streams in a row. Have you been banned? Like, you're literally in here going, see, you're like Mussolini. You're in here criticizing me, not being banned. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? I very much so welcome this sort of discourse. I welcome people challenging my beliefs. I welcome that all the time. Your loyalists can't criticize you? Yes, they fucking can. Absolutely they can. And I'm welcome. Loyalists, insult me in some shape or form right now. Because, watch, it won't make me stop liking them. I mean, fucking do it. I don't give a shit. Insult me. Fucking do it. I don't care. Do it. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, see? Go ahead. Let it go. Let her rip. Let her rip. Emailed you link. Thank you. See? No one's getting fucking banned. You look like Jesus, but with an eating disorder. Oh, God. That's brutal. That's a good one, though. Just sent? Okay. Oh, I'm a narcissist, DJ. I'm a narcissist. And proud.
To the extent the Republican Party has any...
Oh, I feel like Robert Reich probably fucking copyrighted this. I have no idea, though.
To the extent the Republican Party has any economic platform...
Let me clear out some of these tabs first.
platform at all. It's trickle-down economics. Now, unfortunately for the GOP, it's based on 3 giant myths. It's time to debunk them once and for all.
worried when I watch some stuff from like Robert Reich or any sort of like media company on YouTube because they love to throw around fucking copyright strikes. Robert is a socialist. Dude, I'm a democratic socialist.
Tax cuts for corporations and the rich create more and better jobs. Wrong. Corporations used Trump's giant tax cut to buy back shares of their own stock and boost share prices. From 2017 to 2018, stock buybacks increased by a staggering 50%. Lowe's spent $10 billion on stock buybacks in 2018 and then fired thousands of workers with no notice or severance.
See, this is because, and we've talked about this before, trickle-down economics is inherently reliant on these billionaires and business owners to not be selfish. It is reliant on hope, and you're putting hope into billionaires who have already proven time and time again that they are completely fucking selfish. Can't believe socialist and democratic? Yes, you can.
Walmart and AT&T also laid off thousands of workers. And contrary to the claim that the tax cut would boost wages,
around a $4,000 pay raise.
A recent analysis found that in the year after the Trump tax cut, wages increased by about the same as they did before it, and then slowed. Tax cuts for rich individuals don't trickle down either. The rich simply get richer.
Yep.
2 years before Ronald Reagan's first tax cut, the richest 1% of Americans owned less than 23% of the nation's wealth. A decade later, after 2 rounds of tax cuts for the rich, they owned over 28%. By 2019, after more tax cuts for the rich by George W. Bush and Donald Trump, people at the top owned almost 35% of America's wealth. Meanwhile, average wealth barely budged for the middle class and went negative for the...
And guys, as we know, and we covered this in our last video, the federal minimum wage in the United States of America has not increased since 2009. Okay? We're getting close to fucking we're getting close to 20 years later. We're getting close to that the federal minimum wage has not increased in 20 fucking years. Meanwhile, the billionaire class has gotten richer, the 1% has gotten richer, the middle class has gotten fatter, the poverty class has gotten fatter. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane.
The bottom 10%. It gets worse. During the pandemic alone, America's 664 billionaires added $1.3 trillion to their collective wealth, and now own over $4 trillion. That's almost double the wealth of the bottom half, 165 million Americans. But nothing has trickled down. Even before the pandemic, wages stagnated. Tax cuts for corporations and the rich spur more economic growth. Baloney. Not even Ronald Reagan's surging economic growth rate was driven by tax cuts. It was driven by low interest rates and humongous government spending. George W. Bush promised his 2001 and 2003 tax cuts would pay for themselves. Remember that? By spurring economic growth. Well, that didn't happen.
No,
A 2017...
You can't say remember that, brother. You're talking to people who were 6 years old during the George W. Bush administration. This is also the problem with a lot of these mainstream guys is they're so old that sometimes they think that other people understand this shit the way that they do. Brother, the voting block, like, bro, people who are turning 18 this year were born in what, 2008, 2006? You know what I'm saying? Let's go back.
The growth rate was driven by tax cuts. It was driven by low interest rates and humongous government spending. George W. Bush promised his 2001 and 2003 tax cuts would pay for themselves. Remember that? By spurring economic growth. Well, that didn't happen. A 2017 study led by one of Bush's former chief economists found that the tax cuts had no significant effect on growth. In fact, growth declined, slowing to just 2.8% from over 3% during the Clinton years. The economic expansion under Bush was one of the weakest expansions since World War II. Donald Trump claimed his tax cut would be like rocket fuel for the economy and would spur annual growth of 3%. After its first year, in fact, growth declined. Finally, A recent study analyzing tax data spanning 50 years from 18 advanced economies found that tax cuts for the rich only benefited the rich.
I mean, no shit. Do you need to be a fucking genius to realize that? That if you lower the taxes for rich people, the only people that benefit are rich people? What the fuck? Change the verbiage. If you lower the heat in the apartment, all that's gonna happen is it's gonna get cooler in the apartment. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's the easiest shit in the world to understand this.
And had no effect on job creation or economic growth. I, for one, am shocked. Deregulation spurs economic growth. Well, that's just more rubbish. The cost savings from deregulation go to corporate executives and major investors, while the costs and risks land on the rest of us. Trump's Environmental Protection Agency rolled back regulations on everything from clean air and water standards to dangerous chemicals and products, benefiting chemical and fossil fuel executives and investors while forcing everyone else to deal with polluted air and toxins. His Labor Department loosened child labor laws and scaled back the number of workers eligible for overtime pay. Companies raked in savings while workers were exploited. And with the help of Congress, he rolled back banking regulations put in place after the 2008 financial crisis to the benefit of rich Wall Streeters and the detriment of everyone else. Don't forget, Ronald Reagan's deregulatory agenda allowed for-profit healthcare companies to flourish, contributing to the out-of-control healthcare costs.
That's the thing. I hope some MAGA people in the chat can at least agree that there are some industries that simply should not be for profit, like the healthcare industry, the prison industry. Like, if you design your industry based off of profit when it comes to healthcare and prison, like for prison, you're just asking to throw more and more people in cells to make more money, and you're just asking to deny healthcare coverage to people so that your fucking health insurance provider can make profit. Excuse me. Oh. I'm not going to watch that whole fucking thing. All right. I'm going to get some food in me, and then I'm going to make this fucking video. All right? Thank you for tuning into the live stream. I'm going to cut it here. Get to work on this. I'll catch you later tonight. All right? Later, guys. Thanks for tuning in.